You through this here. So let me just go ahead and start this. I'm gonna clear out. Well, I'm gonna leave it how it is. But okay, here's what you're gonna do on your calculator. I actually just recorded an entire video, but the sound didn't work for any of it, so that's cool. But that's okay. So what I've done here is I've just put in a random parabola into my y equals. Right, y equals is right up here, the upper left-hand corner, and then I'm gonna graph this. Okay, so I got a parabola. I have a 0 or an x-intercept here and a 0 here. I call them zeros. Some people call them x-intercepts. Some people call them roots. I call them zeros. You also have your axis of symmetry is going to be like this kind of line that kind of cuts through your parabola. And your y-intercept is right here. And I'm going to show you how to do this in the calculator. Okay, so the first thing is, I think we should start with the x-intercepts because that's the hardest. So what we're going to do here is you're going to hit second, trace. You're going to go down to 0. This is why I call them zeros. And you're going to hit enter. Now, your 0 occurs where this blue line crosses this x-intercept. Now notice if I go left or right, I can't really get exactly on there. So that's why we do this whole second trace 0 function. So I know my x-intercept is about right there, right? So I got to figure that out. So what I'm going to do is, if you notice the calculator is saying left boundary, I need to set a boundary to the left of where that point is right there. So I'm going to go a few clicks to the left here, hit enter. And then it says right boundary on the bottom here, and I'm going to go a few clicks to the right and hit enter. Now if you notice, what this does for your calculator is looking, it's saying, oh, from here to here, is there anywhere where the parabola crosses your x-axis? So it's going to ask for guess. You just hit enter one more time, and there you go. You have your x-intercept or your 0 at negative 3.6 about. The same thing we're going to do with the other one. We're going to go second, trace, 0. But now I'm going to scoot my cursor all the way over here to the right. And you know, that's pretty close to it, but I'm going to have to do the same thing. So I'm going to set my left boundary a few clicks to the left, my right boundary a few clicks to the right. Now my calculator knows to look right in here. Guess. We're going to hit enter. And there's your other 0 at 2.1, more or less, 2.09. Okay? So those are x-intercepts. For your y-intercept, it's actually super easy. Y-intercept, all you have to do is hit second, trace, value, which is the first option, and enter 0 for x. And there's your y-intercept at negative 15 because all along this y-intercept, x has a value of 0. Now for your axis of symmetry, we got to find this vertical line. In order to do that, I need to know the x-coordinate of your vertex. Since your vertex is at the bottom of this parabola, it is a minimum. So we're going to go second, trace, minimum. We're going to do the same thing. I know the very bottom of my parabola is like right around here somewhere, but I'm just going to go a few clicks to the left, then a few clicks to the right, and I'm telling my calculator, look for the lowest y value between these two spots. Go ahead and hit enter for guess. There's your minimum at an x value of negative 0.75, a y value of negative 16.125. So your axis of symmetry is this vertical line that you can't see, this vertical line at negative 0.75 is the x value. So your axis of symmetry would be x equals negative 0.75. I hope this helps. Email me if you have any questions. I think if you tell me what you're having a hard time with, I think maybe I can create these little small videos that might help. So let me know however I can help.